Modify this water cycle too much, and parts of the environment could change, or Earth's life support systems could collapse. Fresh water. We travel in it. We drink it. Farm with it. We use it in industry. Dump chemicals and garbage into it. And we waste it. As human population and consumption grow, you might wonder how much water is left for us to use. We've been warned for years of a coming global water crisis, but water is tough to track as it moves around the planet, recycling, changing form, sometimes torrential, sometimes invisible. How can scientists know before it's too late if we've used too much or dangerously altered the water cycle? By now, most people are familiar with how scientists measure climate change. One simple number: the Earth's average temperature. It's easy to graph as it goes up and down, and it's relatively easy to define a threshold we shouldn't cross. Some scientists think that we can do the same for fresh water. In 2009, the Stockholm Resilience Centre declared what they called the planetary boundary for freshwater use. They determined that Earth's total available fresh water for humans was roughly 4,000 cubic kilometers a year. Use more than that, and humanity would be in trouble. Fortunately, they also calculated that we're currently only using a little over half of that. And while they warn that consumption continues rising, Earth, they said, is still within a so-called safe operating space. Good news, and simple to understand. But Earth isn't a big tub of water, argued critics. Freshwater is far more complicated. Take the water cycle. In school, you probably learned it went something like this. Water evaporates from the oceans to form clouds, which drift over land where it rains, filling lakes, then runs off through rivers back to the sea. It's a soothing, self-contained vision of how water moves around the planet. But what really happens is more like this. Water interacts with virtually every aspect of the environment, affecting and in turn affected by the rest of the natural world in complex feedback loops. And of course, people influence the water cycle too, in a big way. For example, as humans warm the planet, evaporation increases, forming more water vapor, a powerful greenhouse gas. This leads to more warming, which then alters and destabilizes the water cycle. And that's not all. Water forms clouds which reflect sunlight, cooling the planet. It sustains forests which transpire more water vapor, which causes more rain. Soils and roots trap water so more plants can grow. Water carries nutrients to river deltas and carbon into the ocean, where it's sequestered for years, and so on. Modify this water cycle too much, and parts of the environment could change, or Earth's life support systems could collapse.